Hallelujah, holla back. My name is Zach.
My name Bryce.
Together we're Festivyl, and this is Festivyl Unfiltered.
Ooh la la.
Ooh, look what you started. Festival, your new fave artist.
I told you about the time I literally lost my mind and went crazy and had a mental breakdown.
Yeah, you told me a little bit of this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So take you back to that space. So I booked the Tyler Perry show, biggest role I ever booked. And I'm one of the main character series regulars in the series, which was amazing. But also this is before I understood mental health. And I play this monster of a character, just this bad guy. I'm a mechanic and I'm assaulting this woman, and very Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry loves his drama and trauma in his TV shows and movies.
What was his name? Yancy?
Yancy. I played Yancy the mechanic during the height of the pandemic when we filmed. Tyler Perry Studios was virtually the only studio that could film, because he owned the studio. He had enough space. And so I would go from filming, playing this monster psycho character, and then going to a room by myself, quarantine essentially.
Yeah.
And after filming, leaving Atlanta, going back to LA, and being in my apartment at the time, basically by myself, not much human interactions, and had no idea what was going on. I was still that character. I didn't know how to detox myself from a role.
Yeah.
Man, there were so many
dark places you were going to.
Dark places I was going to. That was one of the darkest times. I know everyone around me sensed it, but no one could put their finger what was happening.
Yeah. Can you walk me through more details of you playing Yancy?
Yeah.
From Ruthless, and kind of the mental health situation you were going through, and the cause and effects?
Yeah. So Yancy, that character, only place I can go in order for him to treat this woman as bad as he was treating her, I was oh, he's holding on to a secret that he's secretly gay. So I went back to that place as a child who was scared, who was holding on to the secret and was afraid to be seen. And there was so much rage inside of me. I was jacked then.
You were jacked.
I was huge, and they had me in a tank top in every scene.
Yeah.
And I remember there was this one scene where I scared the shit out of my castmate. And it scared me too. She said something, and I just punched the bus. And it wasn't written, it wasn't scripted. And it was such a real powerful moment. It's everyone always oh, when that one scene when you went mad on, you did such a good job. And I'm bitch, I was not acting. I was really mad. I was scared. I scared myself. And and having that much animosity and rage, and because underneath all of that is fear, no matter who you are. And again, if you don't do the work to unload that dark shit,
trauma,
all of that, it needs a place to go. Otherwise, it's going to eat you alive. It's disease. That's what disease is. Disease in your body. And we're not supposed to carry that.
Yeah. And the effect of that character that had on you after you were done filming?
Crazy.
You still felt all that anger and trauma?
Yeah. I had to apologize once I got to a better place, to people, and be oh my God, I'm so sorry for that person, that guy.
Yeah.
I was so unaware. I was so in a bad place. I correlate that to Heath Ledger.
The Joker.
The Joker, and the character that he played in this way. I can see how you can go to that dark space and you can't get out. And especially before mental health was a hot topic, that wasn't even our vocabulary. It was just you're either crazy or you're normal.
Yeah.
Like there was no like understanding. Artists need grace. Like they're literally putting their mind, body, and spirits on the line a lot of times to bring a character to life, to help other people on their journey to see themselves. That's when I stopped acting. I was like,
couldn't do it anymore.
This isn't for me.
Yeah.
I don't like the idea of like becoming something that I'm not. With music, I'm able to like share and shed experience in pieces of me that come from a real place. With acting, I would just get these roles and auditions for like characters that I didn't want to play. And I didn't think, like, I didn't want to like input all these words and lines and emotions into my body to portray a lot of up people and roles.
So that's what you think kind of happened to Heath Ledger? He was just couldn't get out of that Joker mindset and was trying to self-medicate and just because he felt so lost and was staying in that darkness of that role.
Would you go down that dark path, you start uncovering truths about the world, about it could be dark and ugly. My brother's a firefighter, and just like what he has to see and go through and experience the trauma, like I pray for him, and I have so much compassion for and empathy for probably what his outlook of the world is compared to mine. It's not just artists. It's those everyday people, everyday people. Like I said, my brother and anyone, a doctor.
Yeah.
I think we live in such a unhealed society, like, and culture. And it's just one traumatic person trying to help another traumatic person, trying to help another traumatic person, trying to another, it's like.
And how were you able to finally break through? Was that when you started doing yoga?
That's when I got
doing your therapy?
Yeah. And that's when
So you had a therapist and you were doing yoga.
Someone suggested, like, I think you should talk to a therapist.
Yeah.
And then another buddy was like, I feel like you could do yoga, because I had that sciatica back pain.
That was another effect of playing that character.
Yeah, my body was literally like, I was storing pain. Like some people store trauma in their lower back, and that's where mine was. All of it was there. And it was like, and the hardest thing to do is like let go.
Yeah.
And that person in my life, honestly, it was someone I was hooking up with at the time. I was like, I go to this yoga studio. So I think you should go. Yeah. Like you would benefit from this. And then my initial kind of like response at that time in the beginning was like, Black people don't do yoga. Like how stupid is that? To like kind of feel like I don't have access to this stuff. This isn't what we do. You ain't gonna have my black ass down where doggy. Nah, nigga,
I'm a big top.
Put on the DMX. You. I sit on the top. Yeah. But no, everyone should have access to healing. Like therapy doesn't have to be sitting in front of a therapist, because therapists are human. Like I started a song once. It was called "My Therapist Needs Therapy." Like we're all like humans out here, and if you can find tools and way to express yourself, to get things out, it can be beneficial to sit in front of someone that might be, but it's okay if like that isn't your way of therapy. Like
what are some other ways, like some examples?
I mean, for me, it was yoga.
Okay.
Yoga is a therapy. Going to play basketball, making music, writing. That's a form of expression.
Just getting that stuff out of your head.
Getting that just gunk.
Yeah.
Whatever's in there out. This podcast, like a lot of like thoughts and emotions that I've had kind of suppressed and not sharing. This has been a healing process. And no one's perfect. Is everything that I'm expressing, everything that I'm saying perfect or gospel? No way. Like, would never claim to be. Yeah. What are some ways that you self-express?
Lately, it's been yoga, going on TikTok live.
Yeah.
And just talking to everyone in there. going on our mushroom walks.
Yeah.
And just kind of talking about what's on my mind. You're talking about what's on your mind, and just getting all that stuff out of us. And then we don't have to, it's just out there in the universe. You're not thinking about it all the time.
Yeah.
So those have been most my ways. And I didn't know that was kind of like therapy when I first started doing it.
Yeah.
But you start feeling better and you start healing, and I loved it. Yeah.
Yeah. And you got like, it's okay that like the top layer and stuff, like what comes out, I think, because all right, you're holding this cup, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's in that cup?
Ice. A drink.
I'm gonna say orange juice.
Yeah, orange juice in there.
So you're carrying this orange juice, and I bump into you. Why did you spill the orange juice?
Because of transferred energy from you to my arm.
No, it's not that deep. You spilled orange juice because you're carrying orange juice.
Yeah.
And that's the same way with us as humans. Like when you get shaken up by the world and things happen, you pour out whatever you're carrying. So if you're carrying trauma, if you're carrying grief, if you're carrying depression, if you're carrying anger and greed, that's what's going to come out.
Yeah.
So like just being mindful of like what you're carrying, because when shakes you up a little bit, you want to let out compassion. You want to let out good vibes. You want to let out love. You want to let out that self-expression. And sometimes like the self-expression is a truth, a reality of like what's going on. Artists in the beginning, I hate if they get like pigeonholed into who they were starting out. Because in the beginning, we're all just broken, hurt people. And we're just expressing, we're getting that out. And then it's almost terrifying to like, when you heal and be like, oh my God, the world knows me as this. I'm not that guy anymore.
Yeah.
Do I keep this image and putting this like dark message out there, or do I tell the truth? And it's really hard to tell the truth when you got a label and you're making money off of all this shit. That's like, see, you ain't gonna do that gospel label, not the way you bringing this money on this bullshit, you know? So, yeah.
But the truth will set you free.
The truth will set you free. I'm actually so grateful that like things didn't work out on my timeline that I wanted. I'd be dead by now. I'd be a mess. If I would have went from that Yancy character and then just booked another role and just like stayed in the machine and like got money, and then when I wanted it, when I was so unhealed and just it would have been bad.
That money just would have kept going away because you weren't on that frequency, that energy wavelength of money to be able to keep it.
Fair, but I don't think money cares if you're a good or bad person.
Yeah, but like people that win the lottery, they're not able to keep that money, and they just end up having a worse life because they're not on that wavelength of money.
Yeah, not having like financial literacy and you're correct. Like having like a vibration of kind of like self-worth and energy to hold on to it. Not having like a feeling of like lack and scarcity. So yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Well, like you did, you blew through.
Tyler, I'm still waiting for the season 3. Put me season 3. I spent all the money. Tyler, put me on season 3. Being an artist could kind of be like a gift and a curse, because I feel like artists have a gift and superpower. Like for me, it's my sensitivity.
You are sensitive.
I'm sensitive, and I feel my way through the world. Like I feel everything. I can like tap into my emotions and feel and kind of use that in the art, but I can't really shut it off. So it's hard for me to be around bad energy, bad vibes. I remember when I was like towards the tail end of my time in LA, I lived in North Hollywood. And it was, after kind of like COVID kind of like ran through and did its thing, and it was just like homeless and drug addicts and all that, and I like to spend a lot of my time outside. And so that was hard because I was absorbing and I saw everything. I was so sad. I was so like, I can't walk past a homeless person and not feel and not see.
You like absorb their energy and
Yeah.
you feel what they're feeling.
Yeah. We had a roommate for a while that lived here. God bless their soul, because they, were trying. It was bad vibes. And I remember saying things to you and you're like, yeah, for sure. That's how they are, but I'm good. And I'm like, you don't feel this? Like you can walk around in this, like, and feel okay. Like I'm gonna go crazy. Like it's turning me into that. And I would catch and find myself in moments and I'm like, oh, this isn't me. This is me just like feeding off of what you're putting out into the ethers.
Yeah. And then you said you needed a change. You couldn't have that person in this house anymore.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, bet. I need you to feel good and do well and be able to have a safe space to make your art.
Yeah.
So we fixed it.
I appreciate you for doing that. Artists are superheroes. They have superpowers. That is scary sometimes, because a lot of times, like, you know what it means to come out from hiding and to like help and that what destruction can also come with that. Like X-Men. Like we everyone has a gift. Like there's some people that literally can heal with their voice. Superpower.
Yeah.
There's people that can like tell a story. And look at Jamie Foxx, the way he can like literally become another person and do impersonations. That's a superpower.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right? Mm-hmm. And a lot of times, like the artists, the creatives, the people that are bringing new ideas into the world, they get shunned. They get called weird. They get like put into a special class and they get teased. That can turn you to a villain. Yeah. And so I think we've seen some of our greatest superstars, some of our most dynamic humans get turned into supervillains right in front of us.
Well, we got a game we're going to play.
Let's play a game.
About superheroes, Wolverines, referring to artists.
Okay.
So we're going to spin a wheel and it has a bunch of different artist names on it. And then we're kind of debate whether they're a superhero or a villain.
I love this.
Yeah, you want to do some of that?
I'm down. Let's do it. Michael Jackson, the king of pop. Born with the gift that changed music forever, he moonwalked into history as the brightest star of his generation. But as fame grew, so did whispers of darkness. Hero or villain?
Hero.
That's what I'm talking about.
He changed music for the better.
Changed the world.
Changed the world.
Michael was out here talking about stuff that we just now talking about. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. Like he been on that time. It's black. Oh, white nigga, stop tripping. Give somebody a hug. He been on that type of time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he was kind of like a kid, just like kind of you, not wanting to grow up, just make great music. And
man, Jay-Z has a line like, "My consciousness was Michael's common sense." What a lot of us are like coming to like now understand consciously, that was common sense for Michael. Mm-hmm. I think I said this before the episode before. Michael had that line in that interview. Don't you climb trees? You don't like to climb trees? Basically,
go outside.
You don't like playing, motherfucker? Yeah. What are we talking about? And controversial. I don't know if I believe it.
I don't believe it really either.
Yeah. It's come out like some of the things. First, I don't like a whole documentary and stuff being made when someone's not alive.
To defend themselves.
To even have their side or point of view. Mm-hmm. You can produce anything to sound like the truth. More of the story also, none of us were there. None of us know. So it's someone else's word versus someone else's word. Them parents need to be on the hot seat. If, like, because Michael Jackson, you thought it was okay to send your child, like,
but not be there to watch him?
I don't know. All I know is Michael Jackson is the king of pop.
Yeah.
And we saw the Michael Jackson
Ooh, on Broadway?
Broadway play.
And they kind of like get into that a little bit and have Michael's back.
Yeah.
I loved it. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Final verdict, Hero. Jay-Z, from hustler to billionaire, he wears the crown built on wit, hustle, and words.
Mm-hmm.
But as he once rapped, most kings get driven to the guillotine. Hero or villain?
Hero. I don't think people understand just how rare air it is to go from poverty, poor, hood to rich to billionaire. As a black man in America, I'm still learning things about Jay-Z I didn't know. I didn't know Jay-Z was the first black man to have a tech company. His music, his poetry is so art, is so magic. Like Jay-Z, when he, I think, started that awareness and knew how powerful his voice was so intentional, I know.
Yeah.
Because hip hop and rap, before it got infiltrated, it's a coded language. We're able to share information that we once weren't able to share with each other. And because of greed and because of, greed, people didn't know what was happening. We're seeing a direct byproduct of the influence that rappers like Jay-Z and stuff had. Picking up. And they're no longer just going along with the game.
Yeah. The game of Monopoly.
Yeah. The projects were projects for a reason. The trap is a trap for a reason. But they didn't expect for these people to have this influence, and then like, wait, what is happening? How is it? Yeah, because this information, you think of like even like Disney and having no idea like the effects of having Black is King on there is about to have on these brown babies in this world.
Mm-hmm.
Black is King is like a direct correlation to like having the Black Lives Matter movement, because it's feeding into people's like subconscious things that wasn't placed in there before. For the longest, only media depicted as us as bad people. That's what the news was. That's what you saw us in TV shows. We had to be tough and hard and gangsters. And then now we have images of not that. You see us as kings. You see us as rich. You see us as a full human. That has a cause and effect. These rappers that made it are superheroes, and having an understanding of just like how rare air that is and how terrifying that it is, and how you're gonna make mistakes. No, I don't know. I didn't have the information. I didn't know what to do with $100,000, mm-hmm. let alone $100 million. And then you got these people coming at you that you're new and you're shaking up the status quo, right? That are trying to end you. You got people envious and jealous of you that are trying to like bring you down. It's terrifying. So you have to be so smart and so calculated and so like aware. Superhero.
And Jay-Z wrote the blueprint.
The blueprint. And he's still writing the blueprint. Mm-hmm. Jay-Z and Beyonce are the black king and queen of America. And they're carrying that crown with like, they deserve all of it. Yeah.
So verdict is hero.
Drake. An actor turned rapper, mocked for being soft but unstoppable in chart dominance. He feuds, he flexes, but he never falls. Monster, villain, or just the everyman hero who wins anyway?
I would say he's a hero.
Okay.
Came from Canada, mm-hmm. an actor, mm-hmm. turned into music, was faking it till he made it. has a crazy pen.
Yeah.
Good catchy pop songs.
Incredible music.
Incredible,
like,
yeah.
You can't.
And it attracts everybody, not just a certain demographic.
Yeah, well, on the internet what they're gonna say about you. They not like us. They not like us. They go. But I agree.
But I'm not like, I don't know.
Again, sensitive, having a empathy and heart.
I'm a white boy from Idaho. I'm not people like me.
No, Drake was, I think, a super sensitive kind of like emo guy. That's what made us fall in love with him. And I think we saw him turn into this tough guy, and he had to. Like that, I think that's you seen in real time of like someone having to turn themselves into a supervillain. He's in the arena of rap. Like, you know, like that is such like a tough arena to be in. And so you do have to armor up. He did have to like roll deep with security and you know, so you start feeling this, and he was working with, you know, these Atlanta artists and rappers and you know, so it's like I think we saw in real time what that energy will do to you. Like rap is, I love rap. I love the culture. I just like, man, like having to constantly exert that much ego
and hate,
all like, is not healthy. Like the fact that like rappers don't understand the energy that comes back to when all day they be like, you can't with me. I'm on your broke ass bitch. You can't with this. Huh. And then don't understand why, like, why am I hating on me? why am I getting all this like energy people hate on? Because you been shitting and talking shit on people. Like, and so like that is Drake is, I see both. He's both. I'm very curious to see what he does with this next project. Because I think there's a way for him to express truth and get back to that, like, man, this is how it happened. This is how I changed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And being honest. But like if he comes back trying to you ain't get me. Nah, dog, it's cool. It's cool. Just be a hero.
Final verdict.
Final
monster?
No, he's not a monster.
Well, in between.
But when I say this, it can change. Right now, he's a villain.
Based off that beef with Kendrick?
Yeah.
He did nothing to me, so hero.
They're not like us.
Crowned a teen idol at 15.
Mm-hmm.
His voice echoed in arenas around the world, but fame turned heavy. Mistakes piled up, and the world turned against him until he rose again, seeking redemption. Hero or villain?
Hero. Any child actor that's still out here doing their thing. Man, you got to be a hero.
Yeah, being that young and being that famous before your mind's like fully developed.
Yeah, it's so unnatural. It's so like to have that much power and money and people looking at you at that age. And so to see him out here still expressing and still being an artist and a father, and is he gonna make mistakes? Yes, we all do. Mm-hmm. But I just love how like transparent.
And he went through some struggles, and
of course
he got depressed and was down. And was crying, and he knew.
Yeah, and the way he kind of represents for a higher power and source, and I think that's dope. I love Justin Bieber. I love what he's doing, and the vocals is
great vocals.
That new album, what's the song I be singing?
Yukon.
Go baby, go baby, go baby, go baby, go baby, go. Shout out JB.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Final verdict.
Hero. He had a villain era. He did have a villain era because I was 16 when the world put me on a pedestal. Had some bad moves. He said, I was mad shit at y'all. He healed. He healed in front of us, and so shout out to him.
So villain era.
Now he's a hero.
Turn hero.
Yeah. Armed with verses that cut deeper than swords, he speaks truth to power and wins the Pulitzer Prize. Yet some say his battles with Pierre are proof of a darker streak. Hero or villain?
I think just like Drake, he kind of started a little villain era.
Mm-hmm.
I think when he started, he was a hero. It's for the people, about the people.
Yeah.
But I don't know his music too well. I feel like you could talk a little more on that.
I mean, he's a hero. I think he's in his villain era. You ain't supposed to stomp that man out on Super Bowl like that. I love Kendrick. I love Drake, obviously, but I'm curious to see what his response is after this. Kendrick, with the next project, with the next sound, like, because we're all dynamic humans. We all have ego. We all have love. Like, we're light and darkness. I don't like that. That's what we get trophies for. What? Like, destroying on the main stage to a black man destroying another black man, and then he gets all the Grammys and
every Grammy.
Super Bowl and it's like,
shouldn't reward that type of song.
I get it. It was groundbreaking, and I sound like I'm not for Kendrick, because I love, like, man, he is a Jay-Z poet, like an artist, like an artist in the truest form. There's rappers and then there's rap artists. Kendrick is a rap artist. He's a villain right now. We'll see what happens. Everyone changes. Everyone, especially artists, like, they're in different seasons.
Yeah, they both made a ton of money during that beef, though.
Yeah, 100%.
Kendrick, the verdict is
he's in his villain era.
Villain era.
Yeah, he's a hero. He's very much so a superhero.
And I'll take your word for it. I'll agree with you, because I don't have
information. Don't. Nah,
I don't know enough information.
Not like us. Now you're like, oh no, I'm trying.
I don't.
Yeah,
I'm not knowledgeable enough on the topic to be able to.
Touche. I love, man. It's hard. It's hard for me to say that. Villain era.
But we love you, Kendrick.
We love you. I
love
you so
Kendrick.
much. That was fun.
Yeah.
Shout out to our producer that helped us come up with this. I think that was some cool, fun dialogue that we had there about music that I don't always get to express.
And that relates to villain and hero and goes it back into what this episode was about, Wolverine, who is a hero. Yeah. So let's kind of break down the lyrics of that song and where you were when you wrote it, what was going on through your mind. And
funny enough, like that song when I first wrote it, like my voice note, it was like I was in a good space. I was very happy and like, Wolverine and my Iron. Like, it was a different tone.
Yeah.
And then my uncle, I was like, there's a moment where, like, I needed a place to stay, and I was staying at my grandma's old house in Sacramento,
where no one was living at in the time.
And my uncle kicked me out, and I was homeless again. And so when I went to the studio and recorded that, I had a different energy. But the idea of the song is understanding your superpower. And for me, the sensitivity and expression. And the more I do that, the more I'm able to heal myself, because Wolverine can heal himself.
Yeah.
Wolverine being like part human, part machine. I think that's a lot of us. Like, we're to the core just so, like, divine humans, and then we have to be robots sometimes when we go into work.
Sing a verse?
Yeah, I'll verse 2 and the bridge. I love, like, that's my favorite. You can do it too.
You can do it too.
Yes, ma'am.
Ooh,
get it. Listen. All you got to do is do you, and don't give a damn.
Nah, don't give a damn.
Listen. Don't let the storm ruin your plan. Get low, go rogue.
Okay.
Until you understand. Until you understand, yeah. But bring it all to me. I know what this bring.
What's it bring?
They about to try to get it in my head, because I want to be a king. But I ain't out here solo dolo. I got a whole team.
Okay.
And they bring their own thing. Okay. Again, it's the idea about, like, sharing information. Like, how do you uncover your superpowers? So playing on X-Men, the song's called Wolverine, but I say, don't let a storm ruin your plan. Bad times gonna happen. You gotta stick to the plan. Storm, don't let it ruin your plan. Get low, go rogue.
Halle Berry.
And I say that, shout out Halle Berry.
Yeah.
I say get low, go rogue, X-Man, rogue. And a lot of times that's how you find your superpower, like by yourself. You uncover things that you like, I didn't know I could do this.
Yeah.
I don't know if everyone else could do this. So get low, go rogue till you understand. But bring it all to me. I know what this brings. I'm about to try and get it with my head because I want to be a king. We live in cancel culture. We live in this era, like people try to tell you who you are. People try to place these thoughts and ideas and to get into your head. And you have to, I know where I come from.
Yeah.
I know the lineage. Understanding the divinity and power of who I am and where we come from, that our story didn't start here as they like to tell us. So yeah, that's Wolverine. And the bridge, so I love bridge sections and just like taking to church, like just like stacking harms. But back while I'm healing, you might get scratched. Hurt people. Yeah. And so while I touched on this, while I was hurting, while I was healing, while I was going through what I was going through after that character, I hurt a lot of people. No, I didn't hurt a lot of people, but like I scratched people back. While I'm healing, you might get scratched.
Yeah. Don't get too close right now.
Yeah, right now, this ain't the season. So yeah, Wolverine is one of my favorite songs. I had a good time making that song. Shout out Esteban and Don. We were locked in during that time. We made some great music together.
You got a picture with Hugh Jackman.
Oh Wolverine, right? Yeah.
When we were in New York.
Yeah. So love Wolverine. Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman, back in the days when he was really doing this thing with Wolverine, he can get it. Yeah. And we went to the Deadpool Wolverine premiere in New York.
We went
and
at the after party.
We're at the after party. We're with all the celebrities that are there. Like I'm friends with Lance Bass. I know Lance Bass, and so like we're like hanging out with Lance
and NSYNC
in the whole all the NSYNC guys. Mm-hmm. And I saw my moment with Hugh, and I went up to Hugh, and I actually don't go up to a lot of people. Like but Hugh, I was like, oh, I have a song called Wolverine. So I go up to Hugh. I started talking to him about Wolverine, and he looked at me like, oh, cool, dude. And I'm like, can I have a picture? He's like, yeah, of course. Man, it was the most awkward picture ever because it's dark inside of this after party.
And so you gave me the phone to take the picture.
I give Bryce the phone.
And I didn't know the flash was on.
And the flash was on. And so it goes from like this super dark room to flash. And as a picture, I just see Hugh just like, oh my God. He's like, what the fuck? And I'm like, okay, bye. I just walk away. He's just like, I can't see shit. I gotta sit down for a second. So shout out Hugh Jackman. That's my Hugh Jackman Wolverine story.
And I was like, I saw both of you guys. You guys are like smiling, and all of a sudden you're like, oh my God.
It was terrible.
Blinded you.
Yeah, we're gonna post the picture because I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, he's like looking at you like, a snack.
No, I don't know if he was looking at me like that, but if he was.
No elevating if you're hating.
Ain't no elevating if you're hating.
Who we shouting out this week, Z?
This week, we have our very first ever female shout out. Like this whole time, how are we just like going without shouting out the women who are the real superheroes? Like let's keep it real. Victoria Monet. Shout out to Victoria Monet. I grew up with Victoria, like in church. Went to St. Paul Baptist in Sacramento, California. She's best friends with Got sisters, Leslie, Lindsay, Lene, Wesley. I had no idea that Victoria was that. And I remember when first finding out like Vicky was moving to LA to pursue music and singing. And I was just like, huh? Vicky can sing? I didn't know Vicky could sing like that. And she was in this group called Purple Rain. Back then she would like post all these like YouTubes of her in this group singing. And I was like, damn, Vicky could sing. Like that's so cool. And then so she moved when she was like young. I wound up moving to LA. Saw her a few times. She invited us over and we had game night at her. She was like in an apartment in the Valley. I watched her journey since the beginning to where she is now and winning a fucking Grammy.
Hell
like,
yeah.
She is a legend, an icon. I love her, everything about her brand, like being a Jaguar and all of that. And she makes incredible music. like she deserves all of that. Yeah. So shout out to Victoria Monet. Keep doing your thing, Vicky. More blessings, more flowers coming to you. Keep winning. Shout out. So if you want to stay in tune, if you want to hear some of these songs that we're talking about, Festivyl on all streaming platforms. Festivyl. Festivyl and vinyl combined. We truly appreciate you.
Namaste.
Self like Wolverine.